All eyes on crypto as investors await the Bitcoin halving, where the cryptocurrency's future supply is cut in half. This will be the fourth time Bitcoin has gone through this process, but the setup this time is different. For more, let's bring in Kraken CEO Dave Ripley. Dave, great to have you with us. Why is it different this time around? I mean, we've already seen a huge run up, and that has happened in every other halving. So why is it different this time?
Well, yeah, thanks for having me on, Melissa. I think there is a lot that is the same for this Bitcoin halving. There are some new things. What is the same? It's a great reminder of the deterministic supply of Bitcoin. Never more than 21 million, first currency in the history of the world to have such a thing. What's different? Well, I mean, I think obviously, the price tends to be a topic, a high topic here, and so I would say, this is the first time we actually saw an all-time high before the halving. Typically, in the past kind of bull bear cycles for Bitcoin, we've seen the all-time high come a number of months after the halving. So we're a little bit ahead of schedule this time. But honestly, I think it's the more meaningful thing for me, at least, is it's a great reminder of one of the most magnificent properties of Bitcoin.
Mm-hmm. You say that you don't necessarily want to focus on this. I mean, this is a catalyst, but there are bigger things like just adoption overall. Where do you see that going now that we have Bitcoin ETFs, and how does that play into price?
Yeah, so, I think a great topic as well. I mean, over the past 4 years in this last halving cycle, we've seen a huge number of new innovations in Bitcoin, in cryptocurrency, DeFi, NFTs. We've seen institutions come in, governments come in, even El Salvador adopting Bitcoin directly. And we expect more of the same in this next 4-year cycle. A lot of that investment that came in the previous cycle has all kind of been deployed at this point. Builders are building, entrepreneurs are building, and we'll start seeing a lot of those innovations come out in the not too distant future. And I think that, again, the short-term movements for Bitcoin and cryptocurrency, there is volatility there is more uncertainty, but the long arc and the long trajectory is going to be a positive one.
When does this volatility dampen? And I'm wondering specifically when it comes to Bitcoin ETF, if that in and of it, I mean, if adoption of the ETF, if adoption of Bitcoin and just more holders out there, if that inherently dampens volatility.
Well, it does. I mean, certainly, the more holders, the more liquidity in the system, both those holding and those transacting and those trading, all of these aspects actually do reduce volatility over time. And so the reality is, while Bitcoin crypto is still volatile, they're not as volatile as they were 10 years ago or 5 years ago. And so we do see that coming down over time as adoption grows. Now, it is still an incredibly innovative technology with a lot of new things happening in the space. And so it's not as if volatility is going away completely, but it is coming down generally over time. So the general trend is for the price to go up, and the general trend is for volatility to go down, again, over the multi-year period.
So, David, when I look at this, I think the all-time highs, running to all-time highs, was a direct reflection of the 11 ETFs that came out, not because of the halving. I think that we're still on track to make another all-time high after the halving, the same way that the other three did that as well. But when you look at use cases, people say you buy Ethereum for use case, you buy Bitcoin as a digital asset. Is Bitcoin going to change that narrative? Marginally. We've seen ordinals come on, the Bitcoin network more recently. But look, Bitcoin is the first, it's tried and true, it's digital gold. That's one of the beautiful aspects of it, is that it is the most stable from a security standpoint, all of these aspects. And so that's a role in the ecosystem, and it's an incredible new innovation for the world from that standpoint. Part of the purpose of all of the new networks are, in fact, to innovate and do something different than Bitcoin. I mean, otherwise, why would they even exist? Just use Bitcoin. And so I think we do see more innovation in other networks. With Bitcoin, it's kind of like trying to replace the landing gear on a 777, right? We're going to look for more certainty before there's a change to that network.